I find this quite entertaining. Um, your questions are like, hey, the substance on YouTube? Questions of substance on YouTube. Wow. Color me impressed. So, how old were you when you first fell in love, and how did you know it was love? That's a very good question. Very good answer would be I was 7 and it was Johnny next door, and yeah, no. Um, I think that when I started realizing what I was, it was more of a lustful thing or of an experimental thing. Um, I didn't really come to the understanding of, okay, this is love, this is what it's supposed to be like, the birds and the bees, flowers and the trees, all that mess. Um, but my honest to God first adult fall in love relationship happened about, I'm 29 now. I was 23 when I met him, I think. So 26, it was 6 years ago. And his name was Pat Murphy, and he was dating this guy CJ, who was a really good friend of mine. And they had been together for like 2 years, but they hadn't. It was a relationship of convenience. They hung out together, they did everything together, but that was it. And so one night, I'm performing at a club called the Coliseum, which is no longer open. But I'm performing at this club, and I'm sorry. Look at my doggy. She's so cute. You can't see her. Oh, she's laying on my bed. But anyway, I'm not happy with her right now, but I love her anyway. I'm performing at the Coliseum, and I'm 6 foot tall, and in heels I'm like 6'3". So he's like shorty McShort, and I walk up to him, and I've always thought he was hot the first couple times I met him when he came in with CJ, and I was like, "What's up, shorty?" And he looks up at me with his beautiful blue eyes and says, "Why I gotta be short?" So I took off my high heels, got down on my knees, looked up at him, and said, "Well, now you're not short anymore." It was, I have to say, the one and only time in my life that I have ever been assertive or had ever been the one to do the approaching. And it was the cutest thing in the world. I was wearing this awful magenta outfit that I had built myself. Yes, built, because you really just can't call design or make when it comes to this outfit that I burned years ago. Um, and he was absolutely enthralled with me. And how did I know it was love? Um, because I was willing to do anything for him, because I put my family through a lot of stress over him. Um, I took care of him. He took care of me. Until towards the end when he started to drink an awful lot, and I mean a lot. And then after he started drinking, the drinking couldn't subside him, so he started to do other recreational things like cocaine. And it was like he used to beat me up. He beat me up one time, then he knew better next time because I almost kicked his ass. And I might be a queen, but I'm still a man type thing. But yeah, so that was the answer to that question. I was 23, and yeah, he was my little tattooed white boy, which rock on. I was all happy and stuff. It was great. But what's your biggest fear and why? Um, my biggest fear is I don't fit into any gay sect or lifestyle. Um, I'm gonna give you the speech that I always give to all my friends when they ask me why I'm single. I'm not fat enough for the chub chasers. I'm not skinny enough to like a chub, and I'm not really into big guys anyway, like big guys like me. Um, I'm not hairy enough for the bears. I'm not bear enough for the cubs. I'm not skinny enough for the Abercrombie bitches. I'm not Abercrombie enough for the skinny whores. I don't do enough drugs because I don't do any. Um, I'm not a club queen, a club kid. I only go to the clubs when I'm feeling extremely depressed and I want to be depressed more, or I want to see my friends, or if I'm performing. Otherwise, I don't go out. I stay home. I'd rather play rummy with my lesbian friends than go out and watch a whole bunch of other people be happy with their partners. Um, I don't seem to. Everybody has this stereotypical belief that drag queens are Nelly faggoty little men that run around in dresses and shit like that. I became a drag queen 6 years ago because I was broke, I needed money, and my friend told me it was a fast way to make money, and it is. So I've homed it into a talent, I've homed it into a skill, and like any other job, I go, I do it, I get out of it, and I'm done. And my biggest fear is that I'm never going to find someone to settle down with. Now I know that may seem a shock to some people, but I have been in answer to your first question about love. Pat Murphy is the last person that I've been in love with, and it's the last relationship I've had, and that's been 6 years ago. Yeah, I've had a fling here and there, but nothing, with somebody who was willing to settle down. And I do like the bearish kind of husky, tattooed, or not tattooed. They don't have to be tattooed, but the bearish husky guys, and they don't want a drag queen, let alone one that has to shave from his lower chest up, and sometimes from his waist down. And because part of the bare image is hair, and so that's my biggest fear is actually never being able to find somebody because I'm pushing 30. I'm gonna be 30 in January. The big 30, and I'm ready to settle down with a house and a picket fence and the 2.5 dogs and the sex every night, and it's just not happening. What do you consider to be your biggest accomplishment and why? Well, before this week, I would probably have said that my biggest accomplishment was bringing my drag character Jackie Chanel from where she was when she started as Jacqueline Brooks to where I am today. When I started, my lips were down here, my eyes were up here. I couldn't do makeup. I didn't know what I was doing, and over the years, I have homed in on drag makeup, and I don't try to look realistic like a woman. I try to look like a drag queen, and I'm very, very good at it. Some of the pictures you look at me, you can go, wow, you can't tell, but otherwise, pretty much Jackie is a queen, and her character has evolved so much from the point where I used to be this shy, timid, big girl on stage, and now I'm this buxom, ballsy, go get 'em diva, and I'm really proud of myself for that. But now, this week, hold on, break it down, break it down, break it down. This week, you have to forgive me because I'm half nervous and half excited. My marriage equality benefits happen Wednesday and Friday. It's called Gay Marriage Benefit Equal Partner or Equal Rights for Equal Relationships. It's happening at one club here in my local town, and then it's happening in a club about 25 miles away that Friday. Um, what's going on is I have 3 letters that I've had mass produced, and everybody that comes to the benefits is going to pay $2 at the door. They're going to sign all 3 letters and put their names and addresses on them. And then I'm going to stuff the envelopes, put the return address labels on it with their address, put the address label on it, and send it out. And I'm proud, and I call that my biggest accomplishment because in the area that I live in, especially in the South and in the Bible Belt, a lot of people are afraid to stand up for their rights. They're afraid to stand up for their freedom, and they're afraid to come out and say, I'm here, not the whole I'm here, I'm queer, and deal with it, but like, here we are, this is who we are, we're no different from you. And we don't want special rights, we want equal rights. As human beings on the planet. So I'm extremely proud of myself. I had people of all walks of life telling me it wasn't going to happen. Give up now. Augusta's never going to be hip to a gay themed benefit show. But the thing about it is that Augusta is hip to a gay themed benefit show. I even have a story coming out in the local Metro Spirit magazine, so I'm really excited. But I hope those answers your questions for you. Next time you do this, I'll try to be a little bit better with like editing or something. But it's 9 6 in the morning, and I'm just too damn tired. Much love to you and your